Hey guys, welcome back. Really quick video for you today. I'm out on our property, moving some cameras around, putting them in different spots to try to get some off-season footage, and just wanted to take a little bit of time to say thank you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to watch the videos that we put together on this channel. It really does mean a lot. This past year, we went over 20,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel, which is unreal. I never would have thought that 4 years ago when we started this channel, showcasing the habitat improvements that we do, the hunting strategies that we follow, that we would be where we are today. And that would not happen. We wouldn't be here without you guys supporting the channel. So really just wanted to say thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And I also wanted to say, if there's anything that you guys want to see, like if there's any type of video or content that you guys want to see, let me know in the comments, just because I'll try to put something together for you. I try to showcase as many of the habitat improvements that I can that we're working on our property. But if there's anything that you guys haven't seen, or maybe a video that I haven't done yet, just let me know in the comments. I'd be more than happy to try to put something together for you guys. But again, I did want to just take a little bit of time to say thank you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to watch the videos that me and my family put together for you guys on whitetail habitat and hunting strategies. Before we wrap this one up though, I did just want to kind of show you guys something. I might as well show you something while I'm here. This is a bedding area that we cut 2 years ago. So it was probably January of 2023 is when this was cut. So this is 2 growing seasons, the 2023 growing season and the 2024 growing season, and this is kind of what we're left with. I'll try to show you another area right after this of what we didn't cut to show you what it looked like before. But this area here, I'll turn the camera around, was basically open hardwoods before. And if you can see it now, I'm standing at the camera's at head height right now. It's pretty thick in here, and there's a lot of deer movement. Like it just snowed, it just started snowing this morning, so some of the tracks getting covered up, but you can kind of see how thick it is. So there's a deer bed right here. You can see just from like deer level, this is deer level now, so maybe waist height on me, how thick it is in here. And just kind of wanted to show you guys just a couple things where we kind of get deer to bed down in. And so if you look up right now, we're getting full sun in this area. It's getting really thick in here with the reed canary grass, the blackberries. There's a lot of pokeweed in here. So yeah, this is again an area that we cut 2 years ago, and it's already a lot thicker than what it was. Like all of these blackberries here, they were not here 2 years ago. This was just closed canopy woods, leaves on the ground, like absolutely nothing. So I mean, it's the stereotypical deer desert that you hear about, right? Like this part of our property was like that, but we decided we wanted to have a strategic bedding area placed right here. This is where we want the deer to bed during the hunting seasons, or one of them. Here's another hinge cut that's doing pretty well. But really quick, I'll show you one of the areas that bucks prefer to bed down in this bedding area. The other day, my son and I were in here just checking things out. We were not being quiet by any means. And I got right about here, and I got within, I would say 10 feet. I was standing about right here, and right over there in here. So underneath that top right there, right in there, there was a bedded buck. It was a 2-year-old 8-point, and he jumped up. First he stood up, looked at us, didn't know what to do, and then he kind of worked his way. He jumped over there. He kind of worked his way that way. So it was pretty sweet. He might not have heard us. I don't know how he couldn't have heard us, but it was raining when we came in here, so maybe he couldn't hear us as well. But we were talking, and we were talking loud. So I'll just kind of bring you into that bed really quick. We do make individual beds for deer. This is not one that we made. So just the way the trees fell, he kind of found this spot himself. So I'll back up a little bit just so you can kind of see how I'm getting in here. So I'm gonna turn the camera around. So I was standing, right there. And so I'm coming through here, and again, I can walk through here pretty easy. Now I'm gonna clean this up a little bit better to make it easier for him, but these bucks that come in here, and he was right there. He was bedded right there, so you can kind of see he had nice overhead cover. So it was raining, so he was probably getting out of the weather a little bit. So you can see, you know, this buck, he could not see very far. Like this is, you know, knee height, thigh height right now. I'm kind of crouched down in his bed, but he could not see very far. And I am just within this top, right? So I'm underneath this top right here. And then to get out, again, I'm gonna have to clean this up a little bit, but his escape path was this way. He just kind of jumped through that stuff. And then this was kind of difficult, but then he found his way through back to the main path. But there's a couple ways he can get in and out of here. He can come in the way that, you know, we just walked in. He jumped out of that one when I spooked him, but he could always go that way as well. So there's a few different ways he can get in here. He's got nice back cover. He has, you know, good overhead cover right there with that treetop. So again, this is a natural buck bed. Like, I did not make that. Now, we did knock the big trees down. Again, it's full sunlight in here now, so he would not be bedded here if we had not done the bedding work. But we did not go and make this individual bed. He chose this spot after we created the bedding conditions in the area. But again, just kind of wanted to show you this buck bed, because that's what we're trying to observe and replicate when we're trying to create habitat on our property. Obviously, we want to try to create the bedding conditions first, which is, you know, high stem count, thick cover, but then we also need to go in and do more detail work with making sure there's a lot of entrances and exits, making sure we have individual beds like that. So you don't have to do that if you don't want to, because they're going to find spots to lay down within this bedding area. But the more of those that you can make, the higher probability you have that deer are going to bed within your bedding area. But anyways, I did just want to take the time to show you guys that spot where that deer, where that buck, 2-year-old 8-point, chose to bed down in, because my son and I, we just kicked him up the other day. And this is what I'll try to do this upcoming season more of, is take you guys into these improvements to show you what we're working on, show you how the deer are using them, things that we're doing well, like what's doing well with this bedding area, things that we still need to improve on, you know, how to go about creating this bedding area and taking you inside the improvement. I'll still do a lot of those how-to videos, you know, me standing in front of the camera, going through the order of operations for every habitat improvement that we're working on. But I think it's also important to take you guys into the improvement just to show you what it looks like on the inside, because you do, for a bedding area, for example, you do need to make sure that you can move through here. Like, I'm moving through here pretty freely, you know, outside of cutting my legs up on all the blackberries. I can move through pretty easy, and that's what you want to make sure you're doing. Like, there are areas that are too thick to get through. I'll show you one of those right now. So this area right here, that's too thick, right? Like, I'd have to climb over all that stuff if I wanted to get through. So that's a barrier, and you don't want to have your whole bedding area be like that, like a barrier. You want to make, you can have some areas like that, like stick piles and brush piles, but you want to make sure that you can get through, like a trail. And then if you can get through, then the deer can get through. So we'll try to put together more videos in 2025 of me actually getting into the improvements and showing you kind of what we're doing. But anyways, thank you again, guys. Hope you guys had a great Christmas, a great New Year, and we'll see you guys in the next video.